knowing that you can just basically do account abstraction right now with a Gnosis safe. It's just really clunky, and we need to start building the UX around it. Kind of like our 3 bullet points of the elephants in the room. If we knock off the first 2, we get down to the UX is still shitty, right? After we, even if we change the protocol and we have everything ready, we're still going to need application developers to build apps that people can use that have this account abstraction built into it. And basically what that is this method of proposing call data. You need to somehow get the call data together that's going to go to the smart contract. And to do that, like normally, probably people are going to want to go use an app, right? I don't know if it's all going to be built into one app, if you're going to do swaps and ENS and everything right from the app, or if you're going to go out to the dApp and get that call data. But the starter kit for account abstraction, to me, in my mind, is you as a developer deploy a smart contract that has some kind of like starting admin function, and it can .call whatever you send it, but you're sending it call data and it's doing that call data. And then you can have, whatever kind of exotic recovery or M of N or 1 of N you want. But the heart of it is have a smart contract that will execute arbitrary call data. And then you as the developer build out all of the stuff that's required to get that call data to that contract. So I would say I would strawman, you should fork Scaffold-ETH 2. You should use VM or Ethers.js. Probably VM is the latest one, but Ethers.js is just as good. You bring in those and you basically create the code that packages up this call data. And so take your smart contract, deploy it, and then build a front end that lets you register an ENS, swap, maybe load up some liquidity in something. Maybe, think of like the 5 most common actions on blockchain and go do that with your smart contract while as a developer, and look at what kind of develops as you build out that front end. Am I crazy thinking that's a good starter kit? Does that feel like it's right, Matt? You tell me what you're thinking.
No, that's amazing. I think that's exactly what I would like to see people do, because that will help us inform where I think that we need to go, which is we need to standardize a wallet interface for talking about smart contract functionality, mainly batching of transactions. That to me is like a big place that hasn't seen much progression in the last few years. It's a big reason why UX still sucks across like many different dApps, because they just don't have the language to describe what they want to do. And so I'm imagining you can have send batch transactions. The dApp is really the king. The dApp knows what types of actions it needs to be done with the wallets. And so it knows I'm going to ask them to approve this token, and then I'm going to ask them to trade the token. So it should say up front to the wallet, hey, I'm going to do these 2 operations. They're sequential. One depends on the previous. If you are an EOA, send them individually. If you are a smart contract wallet, send them together. And I think like we just need to start experimenting with what that is like from a developer aspect, because I don't know, like that to me is like where we need to be moving. But as a person who's not building dApps, like I don't really know all of the little interactions that are going to like fall out of this situation. And if people just start building stuff and doing things related to that, I think it's going to become a lot more clear what should the interaction be between the dApp and the wallet here.
Exactly. I think it'll shake loose as you start to build it.